Hello, everybody! Hello, hello, hello! Welcome in, welcome in. Not quite where I wanted that. Hello, long time no see indeed. I'm gonna get this to go where I want it. Sorry, it just suddenly decided it didn't want to be there. Okay. It's good to see you again. And I am sorry to announce that it is just me today. Just little old me drawing pictures. I did an entry for yesterday, but I just simply didn't do it on stream. It was a little late, and I don't know, I felt weird about doing it on stream because I wasn't sure if I was gonna make it yesterday, but I still wanted to do it because I like the prompt. I forgot what I was saying. I still did it because I like the prompt, but I did not stream it. So I did a little bit of cheatsy, and I did 3 hours instead of 2. So a little more mega cheatsy, extra cheating. I don't really know what I'm doing today. Today's prompt is digital, but I have no idea. I think I say that every single time. Every time I'm like, I have no idea. And it's true every single time. Let's see. I'm tempted to make like a pixel art. I'd have to change the size. Hello, Despair Bear. Welcome in. What am I gonna draw? That is a good question, and one that I don't have the answer to. Oh, I see your little hearts. Also, I'm sorry, there's latency, so I will see them. Your hearts are not ignored. I hope everyone has had a good week while I was gone. I had a good week seeing my little mommy. Draw a Mephiles or a Despair Bear. Now. There will be, the prompt is digital, so I gotta draw something digital. I guess I could technically draw those in digital style, but I will not be doing that, as I'm trying to do the Goretober, so it has to be yucky and or scary. I guess Monokuma could be considered a Goretober. You know, you had that crazy weekend you told me about on Discord. The worst part of it is that it turned out it wasn't quite over yet. Whoa. You still went, you had more? Are you doing it now? Or did you do it when you were texting? I did have fun on my trip. I had fun. I'm talking, not now. Oh man, it followed you home. I had fun hanging out with my mom. We watched a lot of movies and stuff. Me and my mommy, and my granny and my aunt, we are big movie watchers. We like watching movies. We saw some pretty good ones. I watched Alien for the first time. And, it wasn't really what I expected, but it was really good. I think I'm gonna have to be a thief. I know, it's terrible, terrible. Alien is a classic good choice. We watched a bunch of movies. And by we, I mean, I started a movie and my mom started watching it halfway through, and then she would get up and like, usually we'd watch it late, so she'd go to bed. I think I'm just gonna have to jack a friend's idea. They told me they were doing this earlier, and now it's the only thing I can think of. I will give them the proper credit whenever I post this. Because I don't know. I've been... As soon as I got back, I had to get straight to work. So I'm already like, my brain is already like, what? But yeah, Golem, I hope you had fun on your extended crazy weekend with your friends. I won't give away too many details because I don't want to share things that could have been said in confidence, even though it was technically in a public Discord. But it's still. Yesterday, you ended joining a friend of yours living nearby who was with you at the club on Friday. He texted around midnight if we could see each other and chat a bit. I said, why not? So I moved at around midnight. We ended up drinking and had a good time until 4 a.m. Aw, that's nice. I hope friend was just trying to do friend stuff. Usually those midnight calls are something like something bad happens, you know. So I hope it was all in good taste, or not good taste, rather. I hope it was nothing bad, I guess is what I want to say. Also, because the what's the word? Prompt is digital, I decided to play Sonic. Also, because we're gonna watch Sonic, we're gonna play Sonic later. It's gonna be fun. Then today you saw someone I met at the aforementioned club, and it was pretty cool. She's a wonderful person. Yeah, friend stuff, but also he had concerns about someone who is gravitating towards our circle of friends whom I know well, and wanted to know what I was thinking about it. Oh, I see. Some friend... Hopefully not drama, but social concerns. I did make that kind of the same color. Oops. You're in bed and you're gonna rest, and that is final. Well, that sounds like a good plan. No more friend shenanigans. It's resting time. We love friend shenanigans, but no more. Hi, Addie. Welcome in. I was talking about my trip a little bit. You're looking at the top. What's happening? I see. I'm trying to look up reference if I'm honest. Okay. It's not that complicated. I was overcomplicating it. Ah. You're looking at a top hat inside of an egg. Sorta. Sorta, that's what that is. What did I think about Alien? I only watched the first one. I thought about watching the other ones, but my mom already left whenever we were watching the first one. So she's like, I saw this in theaters. I'm not watching this again. And I'm like, okay, mommy. I won't make you watch a movie with me. It's fine. And then she says, shut up. As I tried to make her feel bad about going to bed, she said, you shut your stupid mouth. And I just said, hee 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 hee. She didn't actually say, shut my stupid mouth. My mom would never say that. But it's funny to pretend like she would. Let's see. I was sad when you were gone and you had nobody to watch except boring people. That's not true. There's tons of non-boring people. A lot of my friends were streaming while I was gone. Thank you for all the hearts. And yes, I am. I'm gonna play Shadow. I'm gonna play Shadow after I'm done drawing today. Heyo, no burning today. No burning. Unfortunately. It's just us today. Hope that's gonna be alright, because that's all I got for you. Just little old me. But yeah, I don't know. I was trying to be like vague, because I was like, oh no, Alien spoilers, but I'm like, do people Do people care about that? I don't know. Maybe they do. Not a bad person, so you won't spoil the game. Oh, do not spoil. Don't spoil the game. Do not spoil the game for me. I would be so upset. Don't tell me anything. I debated even playing it on stream because I was afraid people were gonna spoil it for me, but I was like, no, everybody in my chat is chill. They will not spoil the game for me. They're gonna be cool and not spoil it. So I'm hoping, I'm very excited to play it. I pretty much started downloading it as soon as I get home. Hey, cool blob, welcome in. And yeah, Shadow is Sonic's father. I don't think so. I know you're joking. I hope you're joking. Yes, the OG Alien, the first Alien. It was good. I liked it. I kept watching it and I was like, I feel like if that came out today, like not even in terms of like the technology and stuff that they use, I just feel like it would not have been well received if it came out today, because there's just a lot of like slow moments, which is totally fine. I don't mind when shows are slow. In fact, I feel like my biggest issue with a lot of shows is that they end up going too fast. So that's not my issue, but I don't have an issue with that, but I do think that the reason that shows go fast, even more so than normal, is just, that's just kind of how things are now. And I was just like watching it and I was like, wow, this movie would have gone nowhere if that came out today. Like no one, it would not receive the praise that it does now. Or it would not be receiving the praise that it has, not that it does. Because it just is like a really slow movie. You have a list of movies for Halloween which you and your... Wait. You have a... Okay, hold on. My brain's not working. I think we can spoiler that. Oh, that Shadow is Sonic's father. That's not real. You have a list of movies for Halloween, which you and your today's date are gonna watch some of. I wanted to know if you like any of these. Okay, yeah. Show me, send me some movies. I'm not a huge, I like watching movies, but I have not seen a lot of like classic titles, if that makes sense. But what are you asking? Let's see. Spoiler, Sonic and classic Sonic defeat the Time Eater. You better be joking, cause that's not cool. Don't tell me, I'm very serious. Don't tell me stuff about it. The Time Eater gets defeated? What? Cool Blob just blew your mind. People today don't like slow movies. Look at Jaws. That movie's incredibly boring. But back in the 60s, it was considered amazing. I haven't seen Jaws, so I won't say whether I think it's boring or not. But just because a movie is slow does not mean that it is a bad movie. I think people just like... I don't know. I guess the attention spans are just so short now. Cool Blob is trolling. That's just from Sonic Generations, which has almost no story. Oh, okay. Got it. I have not seen The Thing. That's another one of those movies that are always recommended to me. I tried to watch a bunch of movies I hadn't seen with my mom. And there's some titles that I'm like, I know that my mom has already seen this, but I've never seen it, so I thought it would be fun. And then my mom is like, I'm gonna go to bed. And I'm like, Mother, I'm only here for a week. You must watch movies with me. The only shadow spoiler you'll give is that the game is good. I am excited to play it. I still haven't watched that last part. I'm gonna watch the full Shadow Darkness thing before I play. I don't know if it's relevant, but I watched the first two, so I'm gonna try to watch the second, the last one. It is more of a horrific thriller that plays on a claustrophobic ambience. Not all people, it's a question of habit. She should have stayed up the whole week. I agree! No sleeping allowed, mommy! Wake up forever! These freaking mommies and their need to sleep. Not all people. When I say like people like have shorter attention spans, I just mean generally as an audience. I obviously don't mean like every single person. Like I quite like a slower moving plot, or like a slow burn, I suppose. As long as there's like payoff. If I end up going into like a slow burn and literally like nothing happens and it's just like nothing forever, I'm like, okay, I'm kind of mad. Like I was watching Alien and I was like, my sibling had come home from work and I was like, hey, I know you just got home from work. Do you want to watch this movie with me? And they were like, oh, what are you watching? I'm like, oh, Alien. And they're like, oh no, that movie's boring. I've already seen it. And I'm just like, what? What do you mean? Hey Skipper, welcome in. The game is good. How can I possibly enjoy it now? Hey. I think everyone has been telling me it's good, so I am assuming it's gonna be good. I thought it was gonna be good anyway, so that's not really a spoiler. That's just my preconceived notions. Boring my ass. Alien's one of the best movies ever made. Yeah. I think it's wild. Yeah, I also think it's really wild to say that Alien is a boring movie. I don't know. But I guess, like, my sibling's not much younger than me. We're literally, like, 11 months apart. So, like, they don't really have the excuse of being like, oh, it's just the younger generation. That's not even really an excuse. It's just... I don't want that. I don't know. I just like see it and I'm like, this is a really good movie, and just to like hear someone be like, oh yeah, it was just boring. I was like, what? What? Aliens is a much faster movie. I literally only watched the first one. I didn't watch the other ones. Not for any old reason. Let's see. The full collection of Shadow Dark Beginnings is official on YouTube. Has a special part after the credits. Oh, okay, cool. Because that's what I was gonna watch. I was gonna watch the one where they put them all together. Also, sorry if I go a bit without saying anything. I'm looking at pictures. Which sounds silly, but that's what I'm doing. Oh, thank you for all of the hearts. Then 3 and 4 are considered bad, but still decent in their own right. I see. I usually will have fun with stuff. People's attention spans are getting shorter and shorter. I think in general, 11 months and they're already a Zoomer. Already. That's how it works. Detroit becomes Zoomer. I think I'm probably considered a zoomer, but I don't know. I will not reveal anything to get any sort of confirmation. But it is what it is. List: Midsummer, Funny Games, Jacob's Ladder, The Lighthouse, Old Boy, A History of Violence. I have never seen any of those movies. But I have seen, or I know that The Lighthouse is, oh my god, imagine being able to talk. What a world we would live in. Lighthouse is like the black and white one, right? With Willem Dafoe. It's supposed to be really good. I just unfortunately have, like most other media, I just have not gotten around to watching it. I can focus on slow things, but you have your limit. There are a few movies that I cannot enjoy, like Jaws and the Titanic, which you think are mostly boring. I've never watched the Titanic. I've never had interest in it. But that's a me thing. I will say, I try not to be too critical of movies. I don't know, I think most things have merit to them and just like aren't for me. But I will say that Open Water was one of the most painful movies I've ever tried to watch. Not to be a hater, but Open Water is just so hard to watch. I don't know. I think I also don't know anything about, I've never seen Titanic, so I can't speak to that. I know that Open Water hurts. Tamagotchi drawing? Yeah, it's for digital. I don't know if I've ever seen Open Water. What's wrong with that movie? So Open Water is a horror movie, allegedly. And what happens is these people fall out of a boat, and the whole movie is just spent them falling out of the boat, and they can't get back on the boat out in the middle of the ocean. That's the movie, and they're just kind of swimming there for hours on end. See, Jacob's Ladder, scary as hell. Maybe I should watch that. I think in general, people's attention spans have gotten shorter, and that's not even like, that's neither here nor there, but I do see people like my sibling who are like, oh yeah, that's boring, and I'm like, I can't help but feel that that's part of the reason why. Because they're just like, I'm not constantly being fed action every 14 seconds. Boring. I'm like, come on, man. There's a similar movie called Frozen. Basically, it's about these people stuck on a ski lift. The entire movie, they're just sitting there. I don't even mind, like, if things are just, like, in the same room. Just, like, something please happen. You've never heard of the monologues of Willem Dafoe is jaw-dropping? In in, oh gosh, I have totally missed something. List blah blah blah, I read that. Jacob's Ladder, scary as hell. It is cited as one of the main inspirations for the game as Silent Hill. Oh, okay, that's interesting. You're probably in the gray area of Millennial Zoomer. Probably. That's probably where I am. Somewhere in between. You saw it in theaters and it was incredible. The Lighthouse. Is that how they... Is that how they spell Willem Dafoe's name? I always just thought it was W-I-L-L-A-M. That would be very, I guess not funny, but that would be interesting if they spell it different in other countries. Because it's like one of those things where like people in Japan call Japan Nihon, but then like we call Japan Japan. I always thought that was weird. I was like, why don't we call the places the things that they want to be called? Like, I wouldn't just show up to your house and be like, your name is Bob now. You know? Oh, thank you. I need to get the scary part in. I don't know where I guess I'll just put blood around it. I don't know. It's Willem? With an E? Oh, okay. That's my bad. I always thought it was just like William without the I. To me, I've never heard of that movie. To me, it was Kids and Ken Park from Larry Park. Those movies scarred you, not in a good way. It's thoroughly disturbing. I've never heard of that. When I say hard to watch, I just mean like nothing was going on, not like the subject matter was really upsetting. There's certainly movies like that, but that was not one of them. Not open water anyway, not the thing you're saying. Attention spans being shorter is still like a trained thing. You can undo that just so much of the current day revenue cycle relies on new thing now. That's true. Oh, thank you for... Hello, Worder. Hey, Worder. Hello, welcome in, Wordo. Thank you for the hydrate and the stretch. I don't know how to write it. I'm sorry. I wasn't harping on your spelling. I was just genuinely curious because I know that like you're in the EU, or I hope you are. Hope it's not another case of me calling someone French who isn't French. But I was just genuinely curious because there's so many instances of localization changing things just for the sake of like different audiences. So I would be interesting. No offense. No. You didn't. I don't think you said anything. I always thought his name was William. Yeah, I don't know why they took I guess Willem is a decent name. Not that it shouldn't be. I'm digging myself into a hole. I'm gonna quit talking of it. All I'm doing is making myself sound silly. Anyways, glad you're back. You're gonna try and take a nap. Oh my goodness. You've ruined your sleep schedule. Oh my gosh, get you some sleepies. If you're still around, if I might still be around after your nap, that's what I was trying to say. If I am, I'll be playing Shadow Generation, so look forward to that. I don't know what I'm gonna do for this screen here. Besson is also a movie that is said to be slow, but can create a grand discomfort without having a single drop of blood in it. I've never heard of that. Fairly good, and you? Her worder, her ursker. Her worder, her skern. Her skern. Leave me alone. Come to France, you have fries and cookies too? I like fries and cookies. Do you know that we call them French fries here? Until something happened and they tried to call them freedom fries and nobody ever did that because it was really stupid. But, you probably know that. That's a silly little thing. I think it's a silly little thing. Freedom fries? Thank you for all the hearts! Kids these days would think Tamagotchis are boring. I don't think so. They still sell Tamagotchis. And people still play Pokemon Go, which is basically a Tamagotchi, yeah? I try not to be too kids these days type of stuff. Because I think that mostly it's just a product of how things are sold. And how people are predated on. And they're like, boom, don't look at this, look at this, boom, don't look at this, look at this, boom, don't look at this, look at this. So I don't necessarily think it's any one person's fault, plus things like TikTok and stuff like that. I'm just like, dang it. Like the thing I like, damn it. You need to like the thing I like. Because if everyone likes the thing that I don't like, then a bunch of stuff I don't like is gonna get made. Remember when you were elementary school, they banned Tamagotchis because everyone wouldn't stop playing them. It's because you gotta make sure they don't die! You don't want them to die. Today's prompt is digital. Freedom fries. Yep. That's the most American thing you've ever heard. Because in America, freedom is the only way. Yeah! I think it had something to do with some sort of political thing. I don't actually super know, but yeah, I don't know. Despair Bear, you need to be careful with your absolutisms. I think saying something... I don't think there's really such a thing as saying something is objectively boring. Where's my line? Subjectively correct, perhaps. I think people still like Tamagotchis. Could be wrong. I suppose you could say they don't have as much going on. They're simple. You never heard of freedom fries? I don't think it didn't catch on. It didn't catch on. Nobody calls them that. But for a while, people were like, "We need to quit calling them French fries. We need to call them freedom fries." Yee, brother, give me them freedom fries. Can't pass me the freedom fries, Jebediah. That's what they say. Tamagotchis are life. Did I ever answer what today's prompt is? It's digital. I don't remember if I said it out loud. Pokemon Go really shot themselves in the foot with some of the changes they made. I haven't played in a while. Oh, you might draw something then. Please do. I encourage all drawing. It doesn't even have to be related to the prompt of the day, but you are certainly welcome to draw whatever you like. Besten is a movie that was made by a collective of Danish young filmmakers and actors at the time, notably Lars von Trier and Thomas Vinterberg. Only the Sith deal in the absolute, so it didn't catch on, but they did catch up. Yes, please do. I don't know what you're saying please do to. Sorry, I forgot. I'm not familiar with these names, Gollum. These, what are some of their other works? Maybe I've heard of those. I'm unfortunately very bad at names in general. I only like really know names that I directly am aware of, which I guess is most people. You can't really be aware of a name you're not aware of. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. What? Oh. I see. Please do. Drawing? I am drawing. Oh yes, everyone should draw. I mean, unless you don't like to. And then you shouldn't draw, because you're not having fun. And that's not cool. What about French toast? Is it freedom toast? I don't know, actually. That's a good question. I don't know what they did about French toast. I guess they just overlooked it. I wasn't like there. I just remember it occurring. I'm noodling around on this Tamagotchi and I'm not even like... I'm not... working on the screen, which is objectively probably one of the more important aspects of it. Are you aware of this name? Yeah, do you know this name you don't know about? Maybe you should. People do that though. It's very like whenever... Why is my song stop? Songs come back. Video paused. Unpause yourself. Your Tamagotchi was green and yellow and had frogs on it. Aww. I don't think I ever had a Tamagotchi. I think I just remember liking the concept of them because they made me think of Digimon. Oh man, we're in the cabana. I need to figure out... I need to look at some Tamagotchi screens and get some inspo. I haven't really been looking at references for most of these. But because this is kind of like a pretty simple concept, I think I can get away with looking at a reference. They're fun, but so depressing when they die. No! I was actually gonna draw me dead as a Tamagotchi. Me starving to death. So sorry if this brings back any painful Tamagotchi-related memories. Looks pretty good. I don't know. Lars von Trier, Dancer in the Dark, Dogville, Antichrist, Melancholia, Nymphomaniac, The House That Jack Built. Thomas Vitter. I've heard of Nymphomaniac. I have not watched it. The Hunt, The Promised Land, Adam's Apple, The Celebration, Another Round, Thomas. I have unfortunately never heard of it, or I've never seen any of those, which is certainly my loss. I need to look into them. I need to look into a lot of stuff, so. Ah. I really like the background music. It's from one of the old school Sonics. I think it's Sonic 3, but I'm not sure. I can double check if you'd like. I am the modern man. Oh, hey Ursa, thanks for the lurk. Yes, it is Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Rated X in America. This song remind you of Mr. Roboto? Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Domo burp. Domo burp. You love Central European and Scandinavian movies because they seem to know how to take their time with movies and let the action breathe. I know that like a lot of those types of movies where like Heritage and like Midsummer, some people think that they're bad. They're like, no, this movie's too slow. And I'm like, I think that's kind of just like what I was talking about earlier, where it's like, you know, sometimes it's okay if there's not constant action going on 100, you know, all the time. You can just sit there for a second and just take in what you just saw. That's allowed. I need to watch more of those, like, I guess what you said, Scandinavian, oh, Southern accent. Well, I'm gonna sound real dumb. That's not true. Let's see. Nymphomaniac is incredibly difficult to watch and sad, and definitely not safe for work. I've had people in my circle recommend it to me, but they're like, "Hey, content warning. This is not an easy watch," and I'm like, "Fair enough. That's all right. You know, sometimes you gotta be in certain moods to be able to, you know, if you're having a bad day, maybe don't watch Nymphomaniac. You know? Maybe if you're having a bad day, maybe you should just sit down and play some Sonic, you know? No, Tariff, we need explosions every 3 seconds. What's the hardest to watch movie you've ever seen? You'll drop some movie recommendations in the Discord. All right. I used to do movie nights in the Discord. I just ain't had time these days. But I definitely love to bring those back. I really like movie watching. I know that not a lot of people showed up to them, but sometimes you gotta do things that you want to do and not rely on whether or not people will show up. Okay. 2. Oh, I've heard of that Serbian film. I ain't never watching that one. I've heard of it, and I ain't watching it. I know I got a friend of mine who she loves exploitation films. They're her favorite genre of film. And she has mentioned the Serbian film on more than one occasion. But she loves it. She thinks it's great. And she thinks it's awful. She thinks it's awful, and she would never recommend it to anyone to watch. She would never ever recommend anyone watch that movie. But I was like, you know, girlie, I think I'm gonna pass on that. I'm not gonna watch that. And she's like, that's totally fair. I don't blame you. And I'm like, okay, cool. Or Angel Island. This sounds like Mushroom Hill or Angel Island. The one on right now is the last one was Angel Island, which is probably what you were talking about. Carla Jean. It's Carla Jean. I don't know where you get that name. Don't watch it. Too much senseless violence. I think that I don't really know a movie I can think of that I'm like, yeah, this is a oh my, I haven't saved this whole time. Whoops. I don't typically watch movies that I'm like, if somebody says this movie, you don't want to watch this, I'm like, you know what? I ain't gonna watch it. I ain't. Y'all, if you told me this, I know that there are people who are like, oh, you don't want to watch this, and then they're like, well, I'm gonna go watch it. I'm not like that. If you tell me that I don't want to watch it, I'm like, you're right, I don't. I ain't never gonna watch it. If you want me to never watch something, just tell me not to, and I won't. I won't ever watch it. Simple as that. Simple as. All right, let's get some of this background going. I've been working on this for an hour while I've been yapping. Good Lord. What in the world? Can this be bigger, please? I want this picture to be bigger. Please. The hell is that? I don't even know what that means. Alright, I think I got the Carla Jean from a movie. That makes sense. Well, I think I've been doing my southern accent for long enough. I'm putting Carla Jean back in the cage. She knows what she did. Yeah, I do like movies. I wish I watched more of them. And that's completely within my control, and I could do that whenever I wanted to. However, I also need to eat. Alright, what are these things? Here we go. Why is the Tamagotchi an 8-bit, but the little doodle bops are not an 8-bit? I've never had a Tamagotchi, so I don't know how the UI actually functions. For info, that movie is named... Oh! No, Coen Brothers. I like the Coen Brothers. Doodly Aubers. What? What does that even say? It's well known, but not mainstream. I've seen a couple Coen Brother movies. I've seen part of True Grit. I saw the end of it. I didn't see the first part. I've seen Oh Brother Where Art Thou. I've seen Lady Killers. I'm familiar with a couple of Coen Brothers. Is that really what they were? I guess I'll just go with what they have here. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Lady Killers was one of the movies of your childhood and you love it. Oh, good. It's a really silly movie. It's very cute. It's one of my mommy's favorite movies as well. Circus. What the hell is that? A light bulb? What even is that? What the hell is even that? Funky. No, this is Sonic. Funky's not in this. No Funky Kong here. I'm kind of adapting them to be how I want them. Did you know you're not allowed to put, like, little red crosses on, like, things? Like, the ones that look like this. You're not allowed to put them on, like, public marketing stuff. I think it's, like... I don't remember why. I want to say it's like against the Geneva Convention, but I don't actually know. So I won't say that. You've heard of Sonic the Hedgehog, now get ready for Funky the Monkey. Funky exists! Funky exists, he's the, like, Donkey Kong's cousin or whatever. He's real. I only have these here for reference of... I only have these here so that I know where to put these. Oh my gosh, this song goes on forever. The circus song was about to drive me crazy, which I guess was the point. You could see the weight of Tamagotchi. I guess you still can. There's like a weight function in Tamagotchis. Why would you need that? Why would you need to know how much your Tamagotchi weighs? Is it like a fish? Is it like how you want to know how fish weigh? I mean, like, yeah, my Tamagotchi's a pretty big boy. He weighs like 14 bits. He's pretty big. My big boy Tamagotchi. I think, I think my movie education comes in great part from your mom. She showed you a lot of classics, also some more obscure. My dad was more fantasy. I guess, so they aren't overweight, I'm guessing? Yeah, I don't know, but I feel like there's like a food, there's specifically a food measuring thing. Specifically, there's a food portion. So like, I don't know. I guess like, I felt like if they were underfed, they would be like, I'm hungry. It used to be a Tamagotchi where if you went on the website on a different computer, you can take your creature to different stores and buy stuff on your computer. It was called Tamagotchi Collections. I don't think I understand even the concept of what you're saying. You went on the website on the computer, you can take your creature to different stores. Oh, okay, I see. It was like a Club Penguin type thing, or like a Neopets. Connection not... Oh, I can't read. Sorry. It's like Neopets. Alright, I gotta get out my freaking pixel brush. Where's it at? Alright, I gotta make it really tiny, and then I gotta increase it by like 1,000,000. Alright, this might seem silly willy to you. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm making a tiny version. Your favorite Tamagotchi is the one shaped like a duck. The one I keep seeing is the one with the little ears. You saw Evil Dead 2 for the first time? Oh, I really like Evil Dead. Have you ever seen the first one? Also, don't worry, I still have the other one up. I didn't delete it or anything. I just got a smaller canvas so that I don't have to, like... Whenever I scale it up, it'll be more even. Showed you all the classics. My movie education comes from my mom and my dad. My dad would used to get me to, like, look at... okay. My dad would hear about movies. He either would have them or would, like, have me watch them for him. So, like, whenever The Human Centipede came out, my dad was like, oh, you need to check this out. I heard that he says this thing, and I think that's really funny, so I want you to watch this, and I want you to tell me if it's worth watching. And I'm like, okay, Dad. And I watched it, and I was like, this movie isn't good. There's still new Tamagotchis. Speaking of movies, Evil Dead, the first Evil Dead is almost nothing like the second one and the third one. The second one and the third one get way more campy and silly. But I like them. Army of Darkness is, like, definitely the most ridiculous of the three. Saw all the Evil Dead. I love the OG one and the remake. You're not much of a fan of the Evil Dead 2 and 3. I think that they're just completely, like, different vibes. Like, they're completely different than the first one. They went way silly with it, and then, like, it feels like the first one, they were, like, way more serious. If you remember correctly, the second Human Centipede was in black and white because it was illegal to be released in color due to the amount of blood. Some of it was in color, I thought, unless my brain just added color and I don't remember it being in black and white. I watched the second one. Maybe it was in black and white. I don't remember. I just remember that guy, like, you know, jerked off his dick with sandpaper. And I was like, that's cool. That's very cool that he did that. Good for you, brother. I am a big fan of The Evil Dead. I used to watch Ash vs. The Evil Dead with my dad. We saw the first season, and then I think he had to get rid of, like, his Stars account or whatever he was paying for the second one. Maybe some of it was in color, but most of it wasn't. The movie's fucked up. Yeah, I mean, it's not a great movie. The guy, like... It's like a weird, like, tale of somebody who's just, like, obsessed with the human centipede. They're just obsessed with it. What? Why is that not showing up? Despair Bear, I want you to know that your comment got blocked by YouTube, whatever it was. But it's showing up over here, and it says, in the third Human Centipede, all you remember is some guy eating clits like potato chips. Now, I didn't watch the third Human Centipede. Because I didn't really like the first one or the second one. So... but yeah, that sounds very in line with the thing. I'm trying to figure out what to put in this Tamagotchi. Speaking of Human Centipede, what am I gonna put in this Tamagotchi? Wait, so the concept of a Human Centipede existed before the movie? I have no idea. You're not surprised it got blocked, it's pretty weird. Yeah. It showed up in my, like, extended chat for some reason, but it did not pop up on the YouTube chat, which is so interesting. Very weird. I'm trying to look at this and see, like, kind of what the composition is. I know what I want, but I don't know how to, like, position it. I don't know if the concept of a Human Centipede existed before the movie. I think that was just called, like, eating ass. I don't know. You know, maybe we just go in this raw as hell. You gotta go for now. See you later. Well, thank you for hanging out, Gollum. Appreciate your time, and I hope you get some rest. I don't like this. Also, apparently in the second movie, some theaters had to call an ambulance because it made people sick. I'm surprised it got. I'm surprised it got a theatrical release. But I believe that. I believe that people call sick because it's not a fun time. I mean, I wouldn't watch it again. I did not find it to be particularly enlightening. And I would not recommend it. God. Ugh. I drew the Tamagotchi because I draw a duck. I don't want to draw a duck. I'm trying to draw a me, but I'm trying to draw me doing something scary in 8-bit. Eight bits a lot, only rich people can have a 16-bit. Well, this is like 300,000. There's just like thousands of bits. If you wish to watch some nice movies, you can check out Empire of the Sun, The Red Violin, and Kitchen Stories. Are these movies that are nice because, like, are they just good movies? Like, what makes them nice? Sweet Mother of Neptune, you've never seen so many bits. I know, it's a lot. You didn't know I was fancy like that with all my bits. Do you do pixel art often? I do not. I have played with it occasionally, but I'm not very good at it. Pixel art is one of those things that, like, I think I would like doing it, but I'm like, I already do so much other art. Oh, this already looks pretty good. Well, thank you. Ugh. Alright. See if that's enough. Whoops. Look at that tiny little guy. I need it bigger. Empire of the Sun and the Red Violin are classics. Kitchen Stories got some awards, but it's more of a lighthearted movie. There's also God's movie about dramatized history of heart transplants. Liked it too. Oh, nice. I have not heard of none of those. Whoa. A good size. Just a silly little fella. Just a silly little guy. This is one of your favorite Sonic songs. Very silly little fella. Would play if was modded into Tamagotchi? What do you mean? What would you play if it was modded into a Tamagotchi? You're doing better than most NES developers did. Okay, in their defense, there wasn't a lot of... They were kind of in the Wild West. They couldn't look at tutorials and stuff like I can. On this note, a VTuber friend modded themselves into a Tamagotchi. Oh, that's really cool. I was going for like a bowl. There we go. Less is more, which is why pixel art is peak. Imagine becoming pixels like that one film. What film? Pixels? It depends on what it is. Less is more could be true, could be false. Depends on the nature of what you're working on is, I would think. I'm gonna be stinky. Stinky, stinky. Now I'm gonna draw like a poop. Pretty sure this is what poops look like. God's Sky Sanctuary theme is so good. Is that what this is? Because I like this. I need to clean that up. I can't. I can't. You've played Conquer. You know what poop looks like. That's what you think. I don't know what it looks like. Evolved from a silly little guy to a stinky little guy. I didn't evolve. I was left to die. They left my little Tamagotchi butt stinky and die. With no food. My poor Tamagotchi butt. All right. Oops. Here we go. I'll have my little stinky self here. Here we go. Oh gosh, it's doing the thing. Imagine missing the toilet 3 times. There is no toilet. Do you see a toilet here? There's no toilet. There's only a bowl of food. Maybe I would have used a toilet if I had one. I'm at the mercy of everybody, see? You gotta press the bath button to clean up the stinkies. Ironically, Sky Sanctuary is in Sonic Generations and the modern remix is really good. Oh, nice. How dare you spoil Sonic Generations? That's not a spoil. That's fine. Oh, I have a 1-1. Thank you for the 1-1. Whoops. That is a bit too bright for my liking. Here we go. Oops. If you're that desperate, just use the bowl, but the bowl is where the food goes in. You don't shit where you eat. No shittings is worth eatings. You can't poop where you eat. Yeah, exactly. No pooping where eating, you silly Willis. Now you need little pixel art animation of a bulldozer cleaning it up. Oh, thanks for the hearts. I could do that. I have animated stuff in pixel art. I've done it like twice, I think. 2 times. You like the little barky one? I do know the Sonic. Not the Sonic. I know what poop is because of Conker's Bad Fur Day. I don't want that to be there. Get off of that. There we go. I'm so glad you do know what poop is. I do know what poop is. I know, I'm so smart. I learned. The video game taught me what poop is. I would have never known otherwise. So smart. Such a smart puppy. Smart puppy alert. Beep, 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 beep. I want it to be a little more... Yeah... Hold on. I have an idea. No. So it will work. There we go. Nice even dots. So weird hearing Sonic 3 OST after hearing the Mania Generations. Have you been playing the new game? I like doing pixel art when you're really, really limited. My favorite is like Atari style when you only have 8 pixels. Oh man. I think that some of the coolest stuff about pixel art is that it's like the cool part about it is that it is limited, right? And you gotta get like really creative with like how you use colors and stuff. Because like back in the day, they'd have to like they wouldn't be able to use like what's the term? They'd only have access to a couple colors. So they had to like find a way to use it and like in a way that made sense. It led to some very creative problem solving, I will say. Oh, I messed up. Okay. What even is this? Why is this here? There's nothing in here. There's nothing in that layer. What is it even doing here? No, quit being that. What is even this? Oh, I see. I'll keep it, I guess. Not hurting anybody. Whoa! Oh man, this music makes me want to fill in these little balls really fast. Oh, cool. I might keep that one. How neat. Look at that. Not what I was going for, but I will take it. What if I put this color here? This looks really cool. Thank you. I try. How is that going through like that? That should not be. Oh. Oh well, I'll just let it do its thing. Wait, what? Ay ay ay. I'm just gonna leave it, I guess. And give it like a Game Boy feel. Very green, very Game Boy, very Game Boy. Ooh, it's not what I wanted. Kinda cool. Not what I wanted, but kinda cool. Ooh, I like that one. Here we go, there we go. Hi, Joe. Thank you for pushing that like button. Smoosh it. And what have I missed? I believe with the UI, the left bottom scrolls through the menu in there, and the right button was back. The one you had was green and yellow, so you like how this one looks. It was gonna be purple and yellow, but that's just not how things worked. That's kind of cool. They like light up. Gonna have to put some light up effects around here. I don't think Tamagotchis had like, well, maybe they did in the, maybe they do now, but I don't think they did in the before times. Timo Gimmo? I forgot what I was doing, where I was at. Someone cracked the screen, I know, and they left it to die. How could they? So cruel. I wish I had like a... I guess I could make one. I don't know why I just don't. I need to make like a, like old wood texture so that I don't have to draw it every time. Not particularly hard, but it's just tedious to have to do it all the time. All the time, as if it happens that often. It happens often enough to where I would consider making myself a repeatable asset. Out of all of your Goretobers you have faced so far, which is the most painful? You mean like, which one would be the most upsetting if it happened in real life? Or like, which one am I most upset by? That's kind of a hard question, huh? Because like, all of them kind of suck in different ways. I think starving to death in a Tamagotchi that someone abandoned seems pretty rough. This one is the most upsetting. Sad little Bow Wow, equivalent to sad little Meow Meow. Queen. Funny you should say that. This music is in part of the game with a time limit. Oh, the one where I was like beep 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 beep. Which one hurt you the most in the picture? Physically, I would say probably the one where my skin is ripped off. That one feels like that would hurt a lot. But, this is a good question. Yeah, I think that one. Although I suppose having plants grow out of me would probably also suck pretty hard. The one that I was most disappointed by was Monera, as far as like ones that hurt me to draw, because I was like, this is a rough day, and it came across looking like shitty shit, so that was probably the hardest one to draw in terms of that. Where's my balls? Where's the ball layer? I'm a little late. Your money is either on bug or radiation. Oh, the bug would be pretty bad. The radiation one, I don't know if you would even be conscious enough to feel it when if a radiation blast hit. I feel like, I guess it depends on how close you are to the blast, but you would get just decimated in seconds. So, tough one. But that is just my puppy opinion. I don't really know anything about that stuff. All right. We need to get some of these out here, and then, you know what we're gonna play Sonic. My dog, when we got him fixed, where's my balls? Where'd my balls go? I do wonder what, like, animals think when you get them fixed. Are they are they like conscious enough to know that, like, that's what happened? I mean, surely they would be aware, like, something on me is no longer on me. Or is it more of just like, ow, I hurting? I wonder. Oh no. Okay, never mind. It's not that bad. All right. I think we will call that there. What do y'all think? I'm gonna start getting... Oh wait, where did my green go? There we go. Okay, I lied. I wanna add blood under it. No, I won't. I won't add blood to it. That's too much work. It's not that much work, but it's more work than I wanted to put in. Blood, never. No, you got so excited. I'll add the blood. I'm sorry. I'll add the blood. It's not that hard, I promise. It's not that hard. I'm just already late to playing Sonic. You're just a hype man. It's okay. It's okay. What bosses do you hope appear in Shadow Generations? I don't really know. Cause I've never I don't know enough about Shadow really to know like what I would want to appear. I think I'm just gonna be happy no matter what. I don't really have an expectation for it. Aside from that, it's just gonna be good. Son of a bitch. I'm debating on using like stark white. I feel like it doesn't look right because it's so dark in the room. I'm just excited to have fun with Sonic. I think Mephiles is gonna be fun. I'm pretty sure Mephiles is in it. I feel like that was like in the trailer or something. I still need to finish watching The Dark Beginnings, which we are gonna watch before I start everything. See, look, there's blood now. It wasn't that hard. It wasn't that hard. I was just being a whiner. Alright, we are done with that for now. Now, you guys checking out the YouTube. I'm about to switch over, okay? We're gonna switch over to the Sonic, but first I'm gonna get everything set up on the screen. Full animation, Sonic Dark Beginning, or Shadow Darkening Beginnings. I gotta move everything around again. And thank you everybody for the warm welcome back. I appreciate it. I had a good time with my mommy. But it's always nice to be able to come back home. I'm such a sucker for like a routine that having my routine disrupted was kind of like weird for me. Like I got back home and I immediately just sunk right back into my regular release scheduled program. Now here, a problem might arise. I have not started this game at all. I have not started the Shadow game. There's a non-zero chance that I might have to turn my computer off and turn it back on. Not sure. Sorry if that was really loud. I'm trying to plug in my controller. Hopefully it'll just work. Sometimes it just works and sometimes it doesn't. Ugh. Go away. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Speaking of hell yeah, where the heck did it go? Oh no, where is it? Where am I? There I am! Hello! Hell yeah, little me! Oh god, not stinky ads. Alright, we got the Shadow X. It's a me! Alright, we're gonna transition over. Sonic and Shadow were both fixed and have no balls. They definitely don't have any genitals to speak of. They don't need them. We don't need to see Shadow and Sonic's genitalia, contrary to popular belief. Alright. Thank you guys for hanging out for my art stream. We are gonna go play, we're gonna go watch Sonic Generations. Let me go ahead and get that set up. GG, we're gonna watch Sonic Generation, or not, yeah, we're gonna watch / play Sonic Shadow Generations. Because that is how we do. What is this? That is not... Wait, yes it is. Whoop! I feel like if they did have that shit, it would be clapping heavily. Yeah, I think if they included the Sonic and Shadow balls, they would not be running very well. They would have some running issues, huh? No. Okay, cool. Sorry, I know it's not super fun to be part of all the setup. I really need to get like words on stream set up for whenever I'm doing these in-between stuff. That would be fun. I think it would be fun. Although I would probably still have to do this shit. Where I move everything around. Maybe it would be more work. I don't know. Regardless. They developed a brand new engine just for ball physics. They did that! Didn't they literally do that for Red Dead Redemption? Didn't they literally do, like, they spent, like, I don't know if they made a new engine, but they spent, like, an obscene amount of time trying to, like, make sure that the horse's balls would, like, go into its body when it was cold outside or something? Is that real, or did someone just tell me that? I don't know. Alright, the sacred lore. Is that real? I think it is, I don't know. Alright, I have everything set up except for the physical game, but we are gonna watch... Hold on, let me make sure this is loud enough. Y'all hear that? Alright, I think it's good. Alright, I X'd out of all of my art programs. And I'm moving over to the other thing. Kaboom. Alright, anyone in the YouTube, we're moving over to the other channel. We're moving.